Well, hi there, everybody. You're traveling with Jack, and as always, my heavenly wife, Pam. Although we're not doing much traveling today, it's a work day for me. I did get out and get a nice, almost 3 mile walk in this morning, a little bit hot, albeit in the 90s, and now I've traveled to the backyard. And the reason I'm coming to, first of all, if you saw the title of this and thought I was an anti mask person, and oh, you had to watch that, no, I'm not an anti masker. I generally, though, don't wear a mask when I'm out doing my daily walks or here in the yard or when I'm hiking or fishing or even golfing as well, because all those things I'm pretty much by myself because, of course, Pam is in heaven now and don't come in contact with a lot of people. Even at work, I work in an isolated office away from everybody, and then I go in the studio, so it's not really necessary there. However, because it is now the law, when I go shopping, I like going to Trader Joe's. I do put it on there. If I'm in Albertsons, I put it on. If I go to Dick's Sporting Goods, I put it on because that's the law, and I don't want to get in any trouble or endanger somebody if something was going on with me. But I do have to tell you, I never in my entire life dreamed I would receive the type of phone call that I received today. And here's the story for you. I attended church last Sunday, and our church, the sanctuary, holds about 300 people. It's a sizable church and a pretty large sanctuary. And I was told that now you need to wear a mask upon entering, and so I had my mask with me, and I went in the church and I sat down on a row. That probably seated 12 people. I was the only person on the row. And in fact, I looked around the congregation, and there was a total, I counted, in the actual congregation, 29 people scattered about in a room that seats 300. And some of those were actually sitting together because they were families and such. And then I noticed that our worship team was not wearing masks. And when people came up to do announcements, they weren't wearing their mask. And so I was sitting there, and I took my mask off because, again, I wasn't within 10, 15 feet of anybody, and I'm just sitting there. And it was a nice service, and I enjoyed it. I love that. I love Sundays and the ability to be able to worship. And so I left and came home and didn't think much about it. Well, then I received a telephone call today that I know was probably very difficult for our ministerial staff to make. But they called to let me know that I was seen not wearing my mask during the service. And they said I wasn't the only one who had removed their mask, but that basically, it's a law now that you have to keep it on in the service. And I went, oh my gosh. I said, I'm so sorry. I obviously don't want to break a law. It's going to get the church in trouble, and they're going to come shut it down. But then what was interesting is they said, we do have an outside seating area where you can watch the service on big screens. And I saw it as I came in, but I went on in. And they said, you can sit out there and you don't have to wear a mask, provided you're 6 feet from everybody. 6 feet social distancing. And I said, oh, okay. And then I started thinking about it after I hung up the phone. I thought, well, wait, though. I was in a room that seats 300 people, and not within 10, 12 feet of anybody. And I have to wear a mask there, but outside I can be closer to people and not wear one. I don't know. Again, though, I'm not an anti-masker. Please, let's not start a big firestorm over that. I just thought, okay, then. This is the new world order that we live in. And you know what? That's okay. I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it. The reason being, I believe, I'm a Christian, and my belief is that I believe that Christ came to earth and died for our sins, and that when our time is up, we'll join Christ and our other loved ones who believed as well in heaven. Again, that's my choice. That's my belief. You're welcome to believe what you want to believe. So while this may be the new world here we're living in, I look forward to the new heavenly world that I'll enter someday, and then I'll get to see my beautiful Pam, all of my grandparents, and other people. So anyway, that's about it. I just thought that was really, really interesting. And I think, we've all just got to stop fighting and bickering, because anytime any of these subjects are brought up, oh my gosh, what a firestorm it brings up. And it doesn't do anybody any good. It really doesn't. So, I'll do my best to follow the rules, and I learned a lesson on this one. You may be asking, well, are you going to go back? And I thought, well, now maybe I'll just go back to watching online. That's what I'll do. Um, that might be best for me, because I just, for the worship service, I don't know. We'll see. But bottom line, this message is be sure and check the rules wherever you are, because this stuff's getting serious, and they're serious about enforcing these rules. And again, I feel really bad for our ministerial staff, because I'm sure they never thought in their ministerial life this is the type of call they would have to make. I mean, they have so much else on their plate. There are so many other needs and issues other than having to, police the congregation about not wearing a mask. So, lesson learned, so noted. So thanks, guys. Again, hang in there, and it'll be fine. I'm sure. I'm sure it will be. And if you get a chance, tell your friends, your neighbors, your loved ones to subscribe to our channel. We're not always talking about heavy issues like this. Have lots of travel videos if you've looked at the channel. Lots of fun stuff to do. And I also do grief videos for those who may have lost a husband or wife, and how I'm handling that. And I will tell you, I do think Pam, as much as I miss her, is so much better off in heaven right now. I mean, because she was such an outgoing, happy, positive person. These times will be challenging for her, just like the rest of us, but maybe even a little more for her and her personality. So you guys have a good day. Thanks for checking in. You're traveling with Jack and Pam. Have a great day. Give a little look at the backyard here. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. Bye now.